welcome back to the channel. In the previous video we spoke about some similarities that I found between Indians and Filipinos, and in the same series of Indian-Philippine connection I thought to talk about some phrases that Filipinos use that other people may find a little difficult to understand in the first go. So let's start. First phrase that I want to talk about is the word CR. So initially when I came here and I used to look around for a washroom or a restroom, and I used to ask people where the nearest washroom is. Yes, most people would understand, but some of them would always say the CR is on that side, and I would be surprised what the CR means. The CR is basically a comfort room. So essentially it also means washroom or a restroom. That's more in use by people than the word washroom or restroom over here. Next phrase that I want to talk about is for a while. So whenever anyone who's serving you, attending you, wants you to wait for some time, they'll use the phrase for a while, which essentially means that please wait for some time, we will be there, we'll attend you soon, or whatever they're doing is taking a little longer. But this phrase is so commonly used that no matter where you go, be it the education industry, the healthcare, the government offices, the entertainment, anywhere you go and someone is attending you or serving you, they will use this phrase for a while. The next one that I want to talk is if ever. So if ever is used in a situation when they want to say that if something will happen, then we will do this. It's basically the clause to the statement. So for example, you have booked a table for dinner and you just want to see confirmation on it. The receptionist will say, if ever you come to our restaurant at 7, we will host you or we'll book a table for you. Even if it's something that we have signed off or we're sure that this will happen, still they will use the word if ever all the time. The next one is something that I found really strange, which was referring to someone as ma'am sir. So in itself the word is spelled as M-A-M-S-E-R, like ma'am sir. So whenever any customer service representative wants to address you, they'll use this phrase ma'am sir. So it goes like, hello ma'am sir. And initially I was a bit surprised that why are you referring to me as sir, but that's the default way of addressing someone over here. So even if you go to McDonald's or you call your local plumber or anyone, when they pick up the call, they'll be like, hello ma'am sir. And it's a weird way of addressing, but that's how people address over here. The next one is aircon. For air conditioning, we are so used to using the word AC that initially when I came here, I used to say, can you turn on the AC when I was, let's say, sitting in a cab? And the driver would look a bit confused and ask me, turn on the what? And I would repeat myself, thinking that I'm not being clear enough, and I would say the AC. And I remember that happened to me in the initial days, and once a driver corrected me and told me that we call it aircon and not AC, and it will be a lot easier for you whenever you want the AC to be turned on to refer to it as aircon. So now it's always aircon, not AC. Last one that I want to talk about in this video is nosebleed. Although a lot of people understand English here pretty well, there are times when you're way too fast or your accent is difficult to understand, that in such situations, if the Filipinos find that they have used all their vocab and they're trying really hard to understand what you're trying to say, and they're using so much of their brain that it might give them a nosebleed. So I remember once I was in a mall and buying some home appliance, and I was trying to explain this to the store manager, the specification of this blender, that after a while he just signed time out to me and said nosebleed, and I got a little afraid, thinking that I have a nosebleed. I started checking my nose, but he just started laughing and he told me that nosebleed is when we've used all of our brain to understand maybe your accent or your speed, or to just catch up with what you are saying. So those are all the different phrases that to talk about in this video. if you're a Filipino watching this video and you think there are other phrases that also can be included, do let me know. And if you're someone who's been to the Philippines or residing here and you think there are more phrases like this, do let me know. So that's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.